that's what I call it, because that's what everything is right now. It's the third dimension.
3-dimensional.
You know what I'm saying? If you in your head, you can see everything. Your dreams, that's down there the fourth dimension. If you really think about it.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Because you're creating those images, and they're like 3D images, and almost like how we were talking about when we first smoking weed. You were listening, like how I described it in HD, almost like 4D. I was fucking
4D is like when you are aware of the third dimension type shit.
A lot of test tube shit going on, bitch.
You know that.
I'm staying on that, bitch.
Y'all can put that on the back of the box shit.
Just do.
They got caramel shit now.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
It was straight.
I haven't tried that one.
You tried the caramel?
Yeah, it was straight. Ain't no shit I try again.
Is it caramel or caramel? How you say it?
I say caramel.
Caramel?
Yeah, I don't say caramel. That shit is saying. Like,
caramel.
Caramel.
I don't know.
Caramel. I said
I say caramel. I've been saying that shit.
I feel like you have to like really pronounce it to be like caramel.
You feel
I feel like sometimes I'll be just saying
like
caramel.
you trying to say caramel, you gonna stop in your word like caramel. like
caramel.
You feel?
Yeah. That's what's up. Well, today we sipping on some Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace.
Yeah. Got the Buffalo Trace going. Got the Doty in there.
Trying to stay on pace.
Yes, sir. We go ahead and get into this thing. Welcome back. Test Tube Talk, the dopest podcast on earth. That's a fact. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And today we got a special guest, Crash Dummy.
Crash Dummy, you know what I'm saying? Mr. 26, aka the OG Alief baby, you feel? Shout out to the SWAT, you feel?
Yeah, shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you coming on. Let me go ahead and introduce my co-host here.
What's up?
The lovely Melissa Jameson. How you doing?
Good.
Yes, man. We're staying blessed.
So what's up, G? How's things going over there in the SWAT?
Shit, everything cool for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really just got beef out here on some dry shit no more. Everybody just getting to the bag, you feel? You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing their shit. Got a lot of my partners starting to do their music shit too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just, you know what I'm saying, staying out of trouble, just trying to get to it, you feel? You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the same shit. Everyday studio type shit. Before I got here at the studio, when I leave, I'm going back to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Just staying on pace.
Now, is that something new?
Nah, I've been doing the music shit, but I ain't really like started like on some. You know what I'm saying? I could do something with the shit. Like ain't no point of playing with it. You feel?
Yeah.
So I started doing that shit about like a year and a half ago, 2 years or some shit like that. Started doing shows and shit like that.
Yeah. And then what about for the SWAT and for y'all that are listening? SWAT stands for Southwest
Alief, Texas.
Alief, Texas. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Alief, Texas. So like as far as the climate and the atmosphere over there, you say like everybody just getting some money and trying to get it. Is that something that's new? Has it always been like that, or was there beef?
Yeah, I mean like it be like dumb shit here and there. You know what I'm saying? It don't never really just be like damn, you feel like damn, you feel, but everybody just getting to the money. Like it's always been like getting to the money, but like back then it was just everything was just ain't nobody had their priorities straight at one point in time. Like everybody was thinking about like fuck shit, you feel, but everybody was still getting to the money. Now it's like everybody getting to the money now. Everybody taking care of their business, you feel.
When did the SWAT name come into play?
Oh, that's been like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, been. Shit, I'm talking about as long as I can remember, it's been like that.
Yeah. And are you originally from there? You grew up?
Yeah, all the way.
Born and raised?
Yeah, born and raised. Alief, baby.
For sure.
Alief, baby.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. So, like, how would you describe Alief?
Shit, I love it. I'd rather be in Alief than anywhere else in Houston. Like, I've been everywhere in Houston. I've been in Katy. I've been Cypress, Humble, everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Doing shows and doing all that. But it's like, I don't feel, I just feel like Alief is just where it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. I feel home everywhere. I feel like home everywhere, but Alief is like, yeah, it's so diverse. So it's like everywhere you go, it's like you seen just about it all. You feel like I've been state to state. It's like, yeah, but I'd rather stay here. You feel? Now when it come to like, you know what I'm saying, taking care of business and shit, I'm gonna go with the best business move. So if I got to move, then it is what it is. But right here, I feel the best here.
Yeah, right here. And so as far as like a business move, would you want to go relocate anywhere if you had if you had a limited amount of money and no priorities, no responsibilities? You just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna pursue my music and whatever business things you got going on." You'd move?
Yeah.
Where would you move to?
Shit, I have a couple houses everywhere. Really?
Oh, you just have a couple houses everywhere.
Yeah. Like if every move is a business move, and that's the whole point of why you're doing the shit, you might as well have multiple. You feel? So yeah, I have multiple. I had one in Atlanta, I had one in LA. Shit, all across the country. If I can get out the country, shit, goddamn, might as well do that too. Anything that's a business move, you never know. You know what I'm saying? You want to start local, start somewhere, move on nationwide, and you gonna go international. You feel?
Yeah, I mean, you've seen that a lot with the Houston artists that they won't really get their recognition and blow up until they move outside of the city.
That's true, but I mean, you don't always have to do that.
Like, let me preface it that though. I'm saying that's what it used to be. Like, that's how it has been as far as like the established artists that we have now.
I say it's true, but at the same time it's not, because really on some shit like that, it's really about who you know. You know what I'm saying? Like Rap A Lot right here. You feel? You got 1501. It's right here. Like it's a bunch that's here. You know what I'm saying? But it all about who you know. Like sometimes people don't want to stay right here and do the shit and then go out there because they know they got talent. You know what I'm saying? But they'll just go out there, rather do it out there, and then depending on what they got going on, they can come back or they can stay. You feel? But I feel like that's true though. That's true.
I feel like a lot of artists, they go and move and then they rep the city outside of the city.
Yeah.
You'll see even other cities repping our city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, shit, as long as they ain't coming over here and fucking up the traffic even more.
Right.
Shit. But, yeah, they can rep the city all they want. Shit, love.
No, for sure. I mean, I know what I've noticed now a lot is not just like our music industry, but like comedians, actors, they're getting their residency out of state, like in Texas, Wyoming, these like states that have a lot of land and for cheap, and then they'll go to LA and just fly there and take care of their business.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You doing all that, I mean, that's a good investment. Shit. Whatever you put in, you gonna get back tenfold. Go through with it.
For sure. But just stay out of Texas.
Nah.
Yeah, for real. Like, we already got too many people, you know, feel like, but as far as like traffic and shit wise, I don't know, traffic kind of cleared up. I feel like nobody's really on the road right now.
Shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have jobs.
Yeah, it's true. But have y'all noticed that too, though? I feel like
yeah. But I mean, I'm all the way on the west, so coming all the way over here, like when I leave here, it's probably gonna be like an hour type shit.
Yeah, I mean, you still get congestions and shit, bro. But like before the pandemic and shit hit, like Houston was bad, bro. Like
facts.
For real.
Facts. You wasn't getting nowhere on time. Like you was gonna have to plan that like an hour, 2 hours ahead if you gonna go anywhere. That's even to the grocery store. Like, nah, for real.
Dead ass.
Yeah, for sure. And then, I mean, if you're gonna go to like from the south to the north side of Houston, that's an hour without traffic.
Nah, for real.
Hell yeah. Houston is just it's so big, and what's crazy about it is we're a lot bigger than a lot of these cities like Atlanta, and I ain't never been to Los Angeles, but just like from what I hear, even like Detroit, when I envision these cities that got these buzz and these industries going on, I'm expecting them to go be a lot bigger. I recently just went out to Atlanta like a month ago, and I went over there. I'm like, this bitch is small. Like I was like, we got all the way across the city in no time, and I was expecting it. In my eyes, I was thinking it's about like the size of Houston. You feel me?
Nah, we big as hell. I mean, Texas down there the biggest state, isn't it? It's the biggest state in the country.
Texas and Alaska.
Shit, yeah. I mean, shit.
I mean, who wants to fucking move to Alaska?
Oh God, I mean, I fuck with the cold, but I ain't trying to be freezing in bitch.
No, for sure, bro. So, you growing up in Alief, how would you describe the culture and the neighborhood there? Is it pretty, like, would you say
we're full of culture?
Is it like a
variety
of like middle class, lower class, and higher class, or is it mostly the same?
Everything mixed up.
Mhm.
Like you got everything in one city. You know what I'm saying? You got the projects, and then you got some suburbs, and then you got some. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little bit of everything, and then it's so diverse because you don't just got. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of black people, a whole bunch of white people, a whole bunch of Hispanics. Like you got everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we got our own culture. You know what I'm saying? Like we a different breed for real. Like everybody I know is so talented over there. You know what I'm saying? Including myself. Like everybody can do anything over there. Like I seen it. Like some shit that you'll be on some like I got an idea. You know, people gonna hear you out, especially if it's a good idea. But then it's like you can go through with that shit and boom. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a different talent because everybody's so diverse. Like, yeah, I feel like we a different breed for real.
Do you guys have any studios over there?
Yeah, we got an Alief studio right next to the Alief store. Shout out.
Oh yeah.
No, my bad. That was fun. I was just about to ask you the same thing. Yeah.
Hey,
As far as like studios and like with your projects and stuff, do you work mostly with just Alief people? Or?
Yeah, Alief Studio, G Major, you know what I'm saying, Kid, you feel? Yeah, well, I'm working with a lot of different people. Oh, Midas, you feel? Midas up in there, Ty, you know what I'm saying? Shout out 9-5, you feel? But it's just, you know what I'm saying? I work everywhere, but lately I've been working at, you know what I'm saying, with my own shit. Like I got my own studio and shit. So I've been learning like mixing, mastering, doing all that shit by myself. You feel? I've been doing that really since this quarantine shit started. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been working on my own shit.
Did you like build a studio, or are you like doing it outside of your house?
Yeah, like it's
You just have,
in
like,
my
the equipment?
Yeah, I got like all my equipment. Like I got my speakers, my mixers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My shit, like all my mics and all that. Everything I do, so I can mix it. Like everything in the studio will have type shit. So I got all of that so I can work. You feel? Because if I can't move around like I can, you feel? Then I can still be working at the same time type shit.
So do you plan on like producing all of your own beats, or do you eventually want to have someone do that
Nah,
for you?
I don't make my beats.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you
Yeah, I
don't?
just do the mix and mastering.
Oh, okay,
type
okay,
shit.
okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
but
Let me ask you, do you have a booth in the closet?
nah,
No?
Nah.
You don't put the mic in the closet?
nah, not no more. I ain't. When I first started, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't had like all the patterns and shit on the walls, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, when I first started, it was like, that's the most quiet place you can record type shit, especially if you got that hoe in the room, you close the room door, then you close the closet door, and then boom, you feel? You know what I'm saying?
It's
But
quiet.
other than that, you feel? You can't hear shit with your
Yeah.
voice. You green after that, but nah, not that shit. That was like, but see, that was before I started taking this shit serious. That was just like a hobby that I like to do. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's taking it pretty serious because you put all that together.
Yeah.
Or you were,
You know what I'm
like,
saying? But back then it really wasn't like much I needed. Like all I needed was just a phone and a microphone type shit. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like
Okay.
I got the interface, like everything you need for it, you feel? But yeah, back then, yeah, wrap that hoe in the closet and just trying to get whatever I could, go to school. You know what I'm saying? Everybody listen to it like, damn, that shit hard, you know what I'm saying? But it was never on some like, yeah, I'm gonna take this shit serious right now because it's like I got so much going on, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it was because of sports and shit though. Like, cause I played every damn sport in school.
So are you pretty popular?
I was the popular loner.
Popular loner?
Yeah, let's put it like that. Like everybody knew me, but it was like I'm antisocial type shit.
You stayed to yourself?
Yeah, most of the time. Most of the time when it came to like I'm not friendly, but I'm nice. You know what I'm saying? Like most people, I think they look at me, I think I'm mean or some shit.
Mm.
Like I guess, but on some shit like I didn't keep my head in everybody's business type shit. So
Yeah.
I was always focused on getting money, doing my music shit. Like, cause I was like, if I wanted to do this shit, I know I could do it. You know what I'm saying? So I always stay focused on something that I know I'm good at. You feel? Besides the sports and shit, but yeah, I ain't really just talk to everybody like that.
Was that in college or high school?
That was high school.
Okay.
High school?
There you go.
So like, when did you start rapping then? Like middle school or?
I started rapping like had to been like 7, 8, some shit like that.
Okay.
But it was just like I'll be with my fam and shit, like my cousins and shit. They'll be off rapping. They would do music and shit. My cousin Tech, you know what I'm saying. And then I just be in there because like all my cousins was older than me and shit. So it was like my brother, he was like, you know what I'm saying, with my pops all the time and shit. So it was like I'm by myself. So what can I do? So my cousins and that shit, you feel? They always been making music. He make beats and all that shit. So I'm like, yeah, shit, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Get on this hoe.
Yeah.
I started rapping with them niggas and shit. We had It was called Hell's on ENT. It was like all of us in that bitch. So yeah, I was like the youngest one in that bitch. I can't remember what my name was. I had a whole different name. It was Lil Ice or some shit. I don't fucking know.
How many names have you gone through?
Just 2.
Just 2?
Yeah, them.
This your second one?
Nah, this is my second one.
Oh, for Crash Dummy?
Yeah, Crash Dummy.
Where you come up with that?
Shit, Streets gave me that name.
Street gave you that name?
Yeah, cause at first it was like on some, this nigga Crash Dummy, you do that stupid shit. But I was like on some, I ain't know no better. Whatever, if it was about some money, then I'm gonna go ahead and do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, it's like, that shit ain't gonna get me nowhere, but dead to jail. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me go ahead and like focus on getting to it. So when I always been doing the music shit, when I got to it, to the name and shit, and then they was like on some, we're gonna call that boy Crash Dummy and shit. And then I was like, all right, but that's long as shit. It's long as shit where you on the street, you just talking, you saying Crash Dummy, goddamn. So I like abbreviate that shit or something, so they call me KD. I would have had a CD, but you like CD. You know what I'm saying? Like it sound better to say KD. Yeah, so I put the K on that hoe, and then started doing the music shit that I know I gotta, you know what I'm saying, brand myself and like gotta be the only one, goddamn. So I'm pretty sure there's some other Crash Dummy out there or some shit.
KDG gang, no bang?
Huh?
KDG gang or no bang?
Hey man, I represent my block.
I have a homeboy that he actually, I met him when I was locked up, and he was telling me all about Crash. This was actually when I first got hip to Crash Dummy. I was like, he has like KDG tatted right here on the face. And I was like, what's that KDG stand for? He's like, Crash Dummy gang or no bang. And it's like they call me Crash and shit like that. And he described, I'm like, so what's a Crash Dummy? And he was describing it to me. It's basically like one of the younger, like so if you're in the gang, you got the little homies that are easily influenced. You send in, you want to hit a lick, you need to go into this house, you know, kick door or whatever. You're gonna send the Crash Dummies through. Yeah.
Type shit.
Test the waters out. You can
I wasn't on no type of shit where I had nobody going over me telling me some shit. It was just like some shit like I know that I can get some money like real fast. But me being young type shit, it ain't like I'm thinking about the pros and cons. I'm only thinking about the pro. You feel?
Not thinking about the consequences.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So after growing up and then knowing I got more responsibilities and shit, and it's cause you know what I'm saying, I gotta take care of my little sister and like everybody else. So it's like, yeah, then I can't just be fucking around. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's gonna fuck not just me over, but my peoples. You feel?
You ever find yourself in trouble, getting caught up? So you're slick. Smooth
criminal, man.
I would, boy.
For sure, bro. So like, I mean, what type of things were you doing to get by? And like, at what age you started getting this name?
Man, this shit was probably like, I was like 15, 14, some shit like that. Like right before I started high school. But yeah, and then I just changed the A and the crash to the V. I was like, yeah, I can market that shit. That's me. Put that shit on my clothing line, all my shit. You feel?
Damn, when you start the clothing line?
I started a clothing line 2017 with Soberless.
Say it again?
Soberless.
Soberless?
Yeah, Soberless.
Soberless. Okay, gotcha.
Soberless.
Yeah.
That's like without being sober.
Without being sober. Oh God.
Yo, at this point, bro, I feel like if I got sober, it'd be a new high. Feel me?
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different vibe when you know what I'm saying, when you drinking or you smoking. I don't really drink like that. You know what I'm saying? I rather smoke. But on some, it's a whole different vibe, you feel?
For sure. So you just smoke? That's your
I just smoke. If I drink, it's like on some occasion shit, but like, shit. Like if I'm performing or goddamn going to the studio or some shit, but I'm at the studio every day, so I just barely do that shit. I just rather smoke, goddamn.
You drink at the studio and stuff?
It depends. Like if I'm on some shit like damn, I need to loosen up, goddamn, and go ahead and crack the shit, goddamn.
Yeah, that's the thing about alcohol, bro. It's that lubricant. It's that social lubricant for conversation starters. You feel me?
That sounds so weird.
Oh God, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Pause. But okay, so like, do you ever get your influences from being under the influence when you making songs?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I didn't start smoking till I got out of high school. Like I was like 18. Goddamn.
That's a late bloomer. You didn't start.
Nah, like I was like
that's
smoking
good,
here and
Jacob.
there. I was like smoking here and there. Like once, like my partners and shit, they would be like, hit this shit. And I'm like, fuck it. So I hit that whole goddamn. I be like, man, that shit. What you get from this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been good. I'm like, what the fuck you get from this? You know what I'm saying? I'm productive without this shit.
Yeah.
You weren't getting high, or you were feeling it?
Nah, sometimes I get high, but it's like since it's your first couple times, you be feeling like all slow and
Lazy
shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that shit ain't. I'm off that shit. You know, and then I'm doing sports and shit. So it's like for some people, it make them improve better. But around that time, I was like, man, this shit is irrelevant to me right now.
For you, it's counterproductive.
You feel? And then like, you know what I'm saying, when you started trapping and shit, and it was like you around it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And then shit, he was like, shit, yeah, this shit nice. I ain't gonna lie. But then like, it improved my music. Let's put it like that.
It didn't improve it?
No, it did.
Oh, it improved your music?
It improved. Like, it gave me a different perspective of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at shit like, okay, I gotta keep improving. I gotta keep doing what I gotta do. Now I see what this shit sound like. Every song I make, I look at the last song like, now the next song will be 10 times better. And then that 10 times better song will be like, gotta be 20 times better type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened when I started smoking. It was like, damn, I can hear everything. I can hear every noise. Goddamn, like yeah, I don't like that noise. Let me take that shit out and then put this in here, put a different beat, and be like, yeah, this it right here.
That's where the mastering really comes into play.
Like, that's when I started thinking of everything. Like, I was so focused into the shit. So I was like, damn, if I started doing this shit in school, goddamn. But nah, I left that shit alone.
I remember the first time I was smoking, and like first music I was listening to was Kid Cudi, and I was already into Kid Cudi.
Type.
But it was like I listened over to the album. It was Man on the Moon Part 2. I listened to it, and it was like listening to it for the first time. Like with
shit.
Like I was listening to the bitch in HD type shit. Like it felt like I could hear each individual instrument and note. You know, it was like a crazy experience from being sober and just listening to it and enjoying it. But man, once I really listened to it, like I had a different appreciation for it.
You know what I'm saying? Like now that I like looked at music that way of me making it, when I hear somebody else, I be like, damn, like I appreciate this song. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga, I could tell that he put a lot of work into this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is art right here. Cause like I don't really be calling myself a rapper and shit. I be calling myself an artist, like a music artist. Cause I don't just rap. Like I do like a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm real versatile type shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when I look at artists like Kid Cudi or like Kendrick Lamar and like, you know what I'm saying, all the top dogs, you know what I'm saying, that just make music that seem like you ain't gonna just hear out here on the street and fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye West, like all the shit he make, like that's just some genius shit. You know what I'm saying?
They're not gonna just put out anything.
You know what I'm saying? They're not just gonna put out anything. Like everybody gonna start off rapping. You know what I'm saying? And then you gonna move on to doing like whatever if you go that route. You feel? Like that's some shit I'm doing now, because it's like I ain't trying to take everybody else's route. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if it worked for you, by all means. But like for me, I'm like, yeah, let me shake something up. Let me do something different. You feel?
Yeah, and you know what you see a lot of times is kids just throwing shit out there, just throwing shit on the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah.
But when you like I get what you're saying. So like when like Kid Cudi, Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, like Kendrick, when's the last time he put an album out? He's not gonna put it out there.
The fact is, but he's an artist,
right?
You know what I'm saying? With his words, he paint that picture, and then you forever got that picture in your head, even without, you know what I'm saying? What he don't even got to drop, it's already in your head. Whatever song, you know what I'm saying? That's what artists do. A rapper just gonna keep putting out what's hot at the moment type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it can keep going forever, and it can turn into classics depending on how you do it. But a rapper just it keep the hype going, it keep it going. Like this is hip hop, this is the culture. You got to keep the culture going, so that's what rappers do. I'm trying to like I'm trying to expand the culture we got here in Houston already, but on some, I got some different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I can make my own genre. Like that's how I feel. Like me, I want to be the greatest there was. You feel? But for me to do that, I gotta be the greatest musician. You know what I'm saying? How can I do that? You gotta look at every aspect, like, okay, what hasn't been done already? And that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
So with that being said, would you consider yourself like the writer type artist, or do you freestyle?
Both.
Both.
Like if you know, cause you never know who you might run into. Shit. Like when I started off, I started freestyling. Like school, I'm rapping at the lunch tables. I'm rapping in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? With the fam type shit. Like I'm always freestyling. With it don't matter what it is, I'm freestyling. Goddamn. But when it came to like, okay, we going to the studio, I like to be prepared type shit. So then I start writing some shit. I had like 10 songs before I go to the studio, and then whichever one I'm feeling at the moment type shit, boom, record that hoe. But now it's like I can do that shit rapidly. That's when I was doing it like as a hobby type shit. Now it's like, yeah, this shit serious, and I'm gonna keep going, snapping. But like freestyling, it got to the point where my freestyling started sounding like my writing. So now I don't really be writing as much, but I know if it like when it came down to it, and like if somebody want to do a feature or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like if you really, you know what I'm saying, want your money's worth, because sometimes I be hearing some features that people be doing on the songs, and I can tell they only just did it for the money, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, nah, I take this shit serious. I take my craft serious. You know what I'm saying? So if you want a song, shit, we gonna make a fucking song. You feel? But yeah, writing, freestyle, all that shit.
So like when you were saying when you first started out doing the rap work, you weren't really taking it as serious, or were you not? Were you just kind of doing because your cousins were doing it and just hopping in, just trying to fit in?
Like at first I was just doing it because they was doing it, because it was like, what else can we do besides play football, basketball, or go outside or some shit? You know what I'm saying? That's all they did.
It was something to pass the time?
Yeah, it was something. Nah, at that time, they was taking that shit serious.
They were taking it serious?
I think, yeah, at that time, they was taking that shit serious. Or it could have been a hobby. But to me, you know, I'm younger, and I'm like, damn, this is what grown niggas do. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, they taking this shit serious. Like, you making beats in here. Every time I see you making beats, you recording, I'm like, all right, cool. So I picked up on the, like, that's when I fell in love with it. I was like, yeah, this what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? You a kid and shit. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a doctor. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, I want to make music. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But it was like everything else throughout the route. I was like, yeah, I could take this route too, because I'm talented at this. Or I could take this route. So that's why I was like, I didn't take it serious, because I was looking at my options and shit. You know what I'm saying? But then after a while, it's like, I feel like this is the best option for me. Like, this is the route I want to take.
To make music, become an artist, and self-sustain, make money.
You know what I'm saying? Take care of my peoples.
Take care of your people. Right on, bro. So, like, what kind of, what was your earliest influence for doing that? Was it someone, like a older brother, cousin, or was it an artist that you looked up to that
like,
made you?
You know what I'm saying? Sense? Like, you know when you in school, you wake up in the morning, you turn TV, you watching MTV, you got the videos playing every morning and shit like that. So I'm like, damn, bro, that's the shit I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So Wayne was the biggest influence. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, like who rapping like this nigga? I don't hear nobody spitting bars like this nigga. You could fuck around, listen to a song 2 years ago he dropped, and you walking in the fucking kitchen making some food. You like, damn, I just put together what this nigga just said.
Did it yesterday.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real though. Like, man, Lil Wayne's the GOAT, bro. With
He's
that
the
shit,
GOAT.
bro.
He's the GOAT. I've been saying that shit. Like, everybody else, there's other GOATs, yes, but I feel like the same way you got the Michael Jordan of basketball, Lil Wayne is the Michael Jordan of rap type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the top one GOAT of this music shit.
Especially in our generation, I feel like anybody that's doing the rap right, like doing music and rap right now, has ties to Lil Wayne, influenced by Lil Wayne. You know, you don't get the Young Thuggers without Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne
like
was
he stepped into the rock genre and shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I was like, he's the first one to start actually experimenting.
Rebirth. I'm not a human being.
And shit was hard too. I really fucked with it.
That shit was tough. I had to replay that shit. Like, that's what I was listening to all year. Every school year, that's what I'm listening to. Lil
Wayne was bringing cultures together. He was, bringing like Sublime fans and
what?
some Lil Boosie fans
when he started
together.
doing that shit, the dedications and the no ceilings and shit, like just rapping
Sorry
over
for the wait.
You know what I'm saying? Like rapping over other people's songs and then eating them hoes. Like you can't never even hear Swag Surf the same way.
I used to wait for the mixtapes. Lil Wayne. I was like
every year I'm on every one of them songs. Like damn, but like who really rapping like him? It's not about like him doing the song. It's about the shit he's saying. Like when you hear the shit he's saying, it's like Yeah, that's music right there. You feel like that's rap. Like who doing that? You feel?
Yeah, you know it's crazy too. Like in that era, when was that? Like 2012, 2010 through 2012. When he was really dropping like the mixtapes, like the D4, the Sorry for the Wait.
You feel?
You would throughout the year you'd hear those singles drop like with Tyga and like all these other various mainstream artists, and you just like, I hope Lil Wayne hops on this beat. You waiting for that mixtape.
All of them niggas, Nicki, Drake, all of them, cause everybody hear a song, they be like, yeah, we waiting for Wayne to go on.
Yeah, but even beyond that, on the mixtape, Lil Wayne was the first to experiment throwing rock and hip hop together. Lil Wayne was the one who originated like skinny jeans, skateboarding, all that shit.
I ain't gonna lie though, I been skateboarding though.
Oh, you skate?
Yeah, I skate. I ain't gonna lie. Like not no more. Like once I started, playing sports and shit, and I was like, I'm gonna have to put the board down now. But before that, I was skating like a motherfucker.
Yeah. When did you start skating?
That was like the first thing I got into besides basketball.
No shit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You young, your pop's gonna give you a basketball or football or whatever the hell. It was a basketball, but then I'm looking on TV, I'm like, what's this shit these niggas rolling on? That shit live. So I picked the board up around, that was like the first thing I did, like 5, 6 type shit. I was alright. I wasn't no Tony Hawk, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? I was on some, you want to see me make this bitch jump? Ollie, goddamn.
Ollies, and then, bro, you could be entertained for days, weeks, just practicing tricks.
I'm doing that shit every day. After school, I'm going skateboarding. On me. I wish I could skateboard at school. I can't take this bitch inside, but on me, I'm skateboarding every day. The only thing I could do was an ollie, a pop shove it.
Kickies, did you have the kickies down?
I did not have them bitches down.
That
was the last trick I was learning before I put that hoe down. I was like, I'm gonna get this damn kickflip. I'm gonna get this.
That was kind of around the same age as when I started skating. 5, 6 years old. My uncle gave me a skateboard, and that was my babysitter. That was my form of entertainment for a long time, bro. You learn those tricks, and you just skate around the neighborhood, finding different like you say, you learn ollie. You go find it. You were like, what if I did this?
It was on that because like I used to be in the AAU and shit playing basketball. So when I couldn't go play basketball and I'm at the house, goddamn, you know what I'm saying, I still want to be active, and I'm always looking at the skateboard and shit. So I was like, this is what I'm gonna do when I'm home, so I could just stay active. I never was the kid that like to stay in the house like kids is today. They stay in these fucking tablets and all that shit. Like,
I mean, back then we was climbing trees and shit, playing with our friends.
Didn't
breaking arms, goddamn.
Yeah.
Look at my broken arm. You know what I'm saying?
Most we did was play the Nintendo 64, like GameCube.
Yeah, like that shit didn't even come out when I was born. I still had a Nintendo 64. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the kids don't go outside no more. Now where I stay, they do, but for a little time period, like when all this shit started happening, it was like the kids don't even go outside. I stayed outside. Like even when everybody else was, I'll be outside by myself if nobody wants to come outside. I stayed outside, except when it was like raining.
Yeah.
But that's when my mom came and got me out the rain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I stayed outside.
See, but we didn't have social media growing up. I think like we had the tech. Like we were kind of the first kids going up where we had like YouTube videos. I remember like skateboarding. We be skating and shit like that, and we go over to like a homie's crib that his mom wasn't home or whatever, and go on the internet watching the craziest shit, bro. That's like I remember watching my first porno, watching fucking
that
like
shit be on TV before you even. That's when they cover your eyes, goddamn. That shit just pop up.
Remember
on TV.
in the middle of the night where the girls would just like flip up their shirts?
Was
it on MTV?
2 to 4 a.m. on MTV.
These kids ain't supposed to be up at this time. Now they know kids up, so they don't even do that shit no more.
You ever do the thing where you switching channels? Like back in the day, you'd have the remote and you could have a return channel. Yeah. And you would like late night. You
when somebody coming downstairs, change that hell right back to that.
You did that shit, huh?
Yeah. Oh God, I did that shit. I was like, somebody coming.
Switch from Girls Gone Wild to Nickelodeon.
Just to see some Girls Gone Wild, and they have the big ass fucking Girls Gone Wild over there too.
Can't blame me. It's on TV for a reason. Right. I gotta see it
for real. I mean, but and nowadays though they show more shit on Instagram.
You know what I'm saying? Instagram. They starting to have them subliminal shits and cartoons and shit now. It's everywhere now.
What do you mean by subliminal shits in cartoons?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes they'll like people don't think about it, but it like if you look at it and then they see the situation, it's like there ain't no shit no kids need to be looking at. You know what I'm saying? But shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, like the cartoons. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like
any cartoons in particular?
Like
Family Guy is bad.
But Family Guy wasn't for kids. Family Guy was for adults. South Park was for adults too.
He's talking about Cartoon Network.
Like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, like some shit that like the kids like. My aunt she used to let my cousin watch SpongeBob and none of that shit.
Me neither.
Yeah, she was
why?
Cause she I don't know why. Like I still don't know why till this day. But didn't they say some shit about SpongeBob or something not too long ago?
I know my dad was against me. I think my dad was against me watching
like she ain't never let her watch SpongeBob. But I stayed on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit, I ain't watching that shit no way, any fucking way. But
you know what it is? Because SpongeBob is, what the rumor is that SpongeBob is gay. That's what the rumors are. Some weird shit. They got all these different like conspiracies on SpongeBob. There's a couple other shows like that though. But I would fuck with SpongeBob, and I remember my dad was like, "Hey, turn that shit off." That and like Ed and Eddie.
Yeah.
Ed and Eddie, my mom used to hate that show. She would hate me watching that shit. I was watching that. Yeah, because I think it's just because your parents don't want the cartoons to like mold you into that. Like as far as like with a SpongeBob, you know, my dad might not want me like be a fruitcake.
They didn't want to see that shit. I was like, nah, there ain't no shit you need to be watching. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
Put on this fucking Walker Texas Ranger.
Some Samurai Jack. Goddamn, learn how to do some shit like that. Samurai Jack was hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, Samurai Jack was the reason why I got into like, you know what I'm saying, like combat weapons and shit like that.
Oh no shit.
Nah, for real. Like,
I got a couple of swords I'll show you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to use no sword yet, but like on some like nunchucks or some shit like that, yeah, I'm all over that.
Bro, did you ever think about making your own sandals like that?
My what?
Your own sandals? Like, remember Samurai Jack would used to do all that shit on some fucking little pieces of 2x4s.
Yeah, I was like, hell nah, you tweaking, boy.
He'd be doing like triple backflips and fucking chopping the motherfucking dragon's head off in some 2x4s.
Yeah, but that's some samurai shit. Back in the gap, nah, I ain't wearing that shit.
Kanye West, get on that. That's the next pair of Yeezys. It'll be fucking 2x4s and some strings.
that nigga be making some shoes.
The shoes, like you fucking with the Yeezys?
I fuck with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I see where he going with it. Like them new ones, the ones that look like some damn
gel shoes.
Nah, not the ones. Them ones alright.
Those do look like
it look like some webs, like some web shoes. Goddamn, like some sandal shits.
Some new ones.
Yeah.
Let's look them up.
I'm like,
what they called?
I don't even know what them bitches called because when I seen it, I was like, I ain't interested. You know what I'm saying? But it was like some it's like some slides.
Oh, slides. Oh, this shit.
Yeah, them bitches right there.
Bro, you gonna pay $674 for this shit? What the fuck?
I am the okay. I'm good on that.
Yeah, my socks would get wet.
You feel?
She said my socks getting wet. Yeah, he was on some weird shit. But what's crazy is the dad shoes. Remember the dad shoes that he made that shit hot.
I ain't gonna lie, them hoes was hard. I mean, that's basically like the Balenciaga motherfuckers. You know
all the designer shoes kind of look like that shit. They kind of look goofy almost.
You feel?
If you would have brought that shit back to, like, say if you would have showed that shit to us back in that era that we were talking about, the mixtape eras of 2010, 2012, we'd be like, what the fuck are y'all wearing, bro? We wearing Vans and skinny jeans.
At the same time back then, they was wearing shoes, a little spinner and shit and all that.
Yo, you remember them shoes?
It was a shoe and it had the spinner on the side.
Bro, you bringing it back? Yeah. I used to have it, and I had some that you could step and it would would spin.
Let me see.
Watch this.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, that's like 2002, 2003.
Look.
Yeah, that's them right there.
Let's see if they got a video of them hoes. This is right here. This is what they look like. They kind of look like some J's with a shoe in it, but it would spin.
It was some basketball shoes.
Yeah,
you be on the court.
A video.
Spin that bitch.
Look at this shit. See, when you step, it spin.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh shit.
That's when you had the big ass white tees
like
and
your shoes have rims.
That's fire, bro. Hey, throw some swingers on that bitch.
When you dunking and shit and doing a layup, you flying with them hoes, man. Yeah.
You think anybody's ever throw some swingers on that hoe? I could be the first, bro.
Yeah, bring them back.
Yeah, let's see how much these hoes are going for right now. A cool 550. How much were they back in the day? I feel like they weren't that expensive because I know I had a pair, bro. I feel like they were.
I ain't buy them hoes. My pops did. I had a pair.
My mom would never buy me these type of shoes. I had a pair like this. I had a pair of clear Jordans. They probably fake.
Yeah, that's a whole fake piece.
Yeah, and then I used to because I grew up in Baton Rouge, but they would fuck with the fake Jordans and shit like that. I had some Gucci Jordans.
The Air Forces with the clear shit on it.
Oh yeah. We was fucking with them hoes back in like shit. When was that? Yeah, probably
I was elementary when them shits came out.
Yeah, it was 2006, 2007 type shit.
Before that, like four. Probably like four.
No, because I was rocking the clear Jordans.
No, the clear Jordans, that's been a thing. I'm talking about because
those are fake though.
Yeah, those, you know what I'm saying. But you can make a fake whenever type shit. But like the clear Air Forces, them hoes been real.
Oh, the Air Forces are real?
Yeah, the clean ones, the clear ones.
Would they fog up too, like the Jordans?
That's why I never got them. Cause I was like, I stay active in school. You know what I'm saying? These hoes gonna fog up. Your face stink.
Hey, exactly the problem with the Jordans, bro. I used to make sure I wore like a puffier type sock with that shit. So. Cause like if I'm trying to go holler at a lady, I don't want her to like first cause I would be walking in bitches proud. But see if I see a cute girl across the courtyard, I would make sure I push my toes up
fucking
and do a little windshield wiper. Yeah, basically do the windshield wiper with my toes. And you're like, oh, what's up, mama?
You see
Just
these
don't
kicks.
take them off.
You look at them first. You don't gotta look at them for the rest of this conversation.
No, look, these are the pairs I had right here.
Yeah.
And these hoes is going for, they're fake, but they going for a grip right now. No, I ain't had these hoes. I had they look like kind of like this right here. Yeah. But they were like that color blue. Right? Exactly like this. Yeah, I think they might even.
Them hoes actually kind of hard.
I think these might even be the colorway I had right here, bro. That shit,
Nah, them hoes is tough.
They fake, bro, but I wonder if they actually maybe sell
this shit. Oh, this hoe horrible. That hoe is some 10s and some 7s. Oh lord,
that shit might actually go for a pretty penny type shit. You know what I mean?
Shit, if them was real.
No, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean they're fake for sure. I just wonder.
That hoe say beyond fake. It ain't even just fake.
What was the clear? They had some clear Air Forces that are real though.
Yeah, them hoes real.
There was some
them last ones.
Right there.
Them last ones was like 400, 500. Them blue joints. I wanted the black one. Nah, not them bitches. I ain't never seen.
What the?
They don't even look like it makes sense.
This shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You had them or you wanted them?
I ain't never had them because I was like, I do too much. Them bitches gonna fog up.
Nah, this shit wild.
That's crazy.
Well, shit, I wanted to get back into music. I heard on one verse you had said, third eye open, I could see dimensions.
Yeah.
That was a bar?
Yeah.
That one really caught my...
You feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shit. People you gotta be one with yourself, goddamn. Like all that spiritual shit that people are starting to get into because of this quarantine, it had you locked in. So it was like, damn, what can you do with this time? You know what I'm saying? Like that was some shit I've been on. Like I said, I was a popular loner. So like me being by myself, it was like, let me, you know what I'm saying, better myself the best I can. So
you spend a lot of time in your head when you're alone.
You know what I'm saying? But not on. It all depends where you're going. Just some people. They lose themselves in their head type shit. You know what I'm saying? They can't handle all that. Like, nah, I can't do all that shit.
That's why, that's what you'll see. Like the most popular, the most outlandish, the most popular kid is actually the most loneliest and not sure.
I wasn't lonely, but I was just like by myself. Mm-hmm. But it was like by choice type shit. Like I like to be the observer type shit. Like I gotta see what everybody vibe like before I can just step into that zone type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like. I'm just not go into the shit. Like I watch y'all podcasts every now and then, so I'm like, yeah, man, I fuck with this environment type shit. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you hit me up about it, I'm like, yeah, for shit show. You know what I'm saying? But like on that third dimension shit, it's just like that's what I call it, because that's what everything is right now. It's the third dimension.
3-dimensional.
You know what I'm saying? If you in your head, you can see everything. Your dreams, that's down there the fourth dimension. If you really think about it.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Because you're creating those images, and they're like 3D images, and almost like how we were talking about when we first smoking weed. You were listening, like how I described it in HD, almost like 4D.
Yeah,
I was fucking
4D is like when you are aware of the third dimension type shit.
There was an energy coming from the music, and I was like seeing visuals.
Like when people astral project and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's fourth dimensional shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Up there, you can observe the surroundings type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm like, in your head, that's what that's basically is. And then, you know what I'm saying? Upwards, I don't really know too much about the fifth and going upwards, you know what I'm saying? There's more than all that shit, but I don't really get too stuck into that. You know, I'm on the music shit.
Have you ever felt like you had your third eye open before?
Shit. Yeah. Especially with I did shrooms before. I was like, yeah, this shit
That'll do
hard.
it to you.
So you did shrooms before. Tell us about it. How was it?
I only did that shit, I think, twice. It like I said, like with the weed and shit, like when I started doing music and then like give me different perspectives on how to do it, it was like that. It was the same way. I was like, yeah, I could do this shit. But it wasn't just music. Like he gave me a bunch of fucking ideas. But it was like so fast. Like I can be on some shit like, okay, I got this done. What else can I do? And then I got a different idea. I was like, yeah, I can do this. And then I can like plan this shit out from chapter 1 to 100, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But so rapidly. But yeah, shrooms was still like it had you thinking about a bunch of shit. Yeah, you ever did that shit before? Yeah. It just gets you. I feel like everybody got a different trip though. You know what I'm saying? Like that was mine. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it by myself, but she had a fucking trip where she started seeing like patterns, and you know what I'm saying? Like she could see like everything was connected by triangles or some shit like that, and I was like, that shit sound hard. Why the fuck I can't have it? I want that trip right there. I'm seeing colors. Like I see these colors and shit right here. Like that shit would be moving and some shit. Like yeah, this cool, but I can see this on TV. I ain't never seen no goddamn triangles and connecting everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, my trip was nice.
Well, how much did you take?
It was a couple grams. I can't remember how many I took. It was a couple though.
Yeah. I think like Terrence McKenna would say like the heroic dose is 7 grams in a dark room, eyes closed.
Yeah, I ain't take no damn 7. I ain't take no. That shit sound like Looney Tune in the fucking dark, nigga.
I mean, definitely like that is just like you're gonna be like how we were discussing earlier, being stuck in your head. I think what shrooms and psychedelics do is like if you think of your consciousness as like clay. Like the person you are, you have these grooves that have been molded just from your upbringing, from going to school, you know, just being a kid.
Molding and shit.
Yeah, and then there's grooves that are hard grooved into the clay of your consciousness, your idea, this ego, this version of who you think you are. I think what psychedelics do is loosen up that clay, loosen up the mold.
It just unlocks different parts of your brain that, you know what I'm saying, that you don't regularly lose in a day, like DMT and shit. You already have that shit in your brain. You know what I'm saying? It's some way how you do it to like the Indians did or some shit that you can trigger that shit. But DMT is like that. I ain't never did that shit. I don't think I ever will, because that shit sound fucked up. But you know what I'm saying? That shit, all them psychedelics and shit, that shit do something to you. That's why I feel like that's why that shit illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that shit will make you. That's where you become more spiritual. That's when you become that third dimensional or that third eye shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when you get into that. You know what I'm saying?
They call it waking up, like awakening.
Yeah, but some people just say that shit. They really just had a good trip. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah, I mean, and what it also off puts me with like that awakening and that chosen thing is just like people that think they have like this crazy trip where it's just like they come out of it where they think that they're so special, like it's all, I don't know, I think the ego plays in mind, bro. But like
This shit revolve around me.
It revolves around me. Like, I'm the chosen one.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? So sometimes with certain people, it could have like the reverse effect. But I think for like the majority of the population, should at least try shrooms once.
Yeah, I feel like if you smoking weed, or you know what I'm saying, because
even
people that smoke weed, it's like what you smoking for. It's like, you know what I'm saying, it's just that good high, that sober, like this is how I can function, goddamn, you know what I'm saying. But some people, they smoke a little bit more to, you know what I'm saying, get a different vibe. And I feel like if you into like getting different vibes and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, like when people drink and all that, you should try it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no like peer pressure shit, like you gonna be like, hey, try this shit. I'm telling you, try this shit, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like on some, you wanna, you know what I'm saying, touch and base with yourself or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, get a different perspective of things, yeah, you try that shit. If you into that type of shit.
No, for shit show, you've only tried it ever once before?
No, twice.
Twice?
Yeah, the day and then the day after, and after that I was like, all right.
2 days in a row?
Yeah.
Oh, you tripping?
Cause I had a lot, so it was like, damn, what the fuck I'm gonna do with this? You know what I'm
just trying
saying?
to get rid of them.
You
You ate them again? You just ate them again after you woke up the next day?
Nah, it wasn't like that. Like I waited till the shit went. It could have been like 3 days,
Oh, okay,
in between.
Yeah.
But I waited until the shit went down, and I was like, okay, let me go do it one more time. You know, I got a little bit of this rest. You know what I'm saying? After this, and then I ain't gotta worry about the shit. I know how the experience is. So I ain't never had a bad trip. So thank God. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I finished that shit.
Anything you took back from it?
What
like
you mean?
Any lessons or?
I mean, it just widened my horizon on thinking, like, you know what I'm saying, I was here, but then it was like, okay, I see everything now, you know what I'm saying, everything around me and shit like that. It's just a different way of thinking, goddamn, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
for sure. Hell yeah. So did you how do I say it, like that experience, did you put any of that into your music from that Shrooms trip, or was
nah. That was like really on some personal shit.
Just some personal shit.
Like that's where it was like, it touched the soul. It was like, yeah, this you know what I'm saying, it make you want to be a better person when you take them shits. Like it make you want to like to be a better you, because you know what everything is. You feel like, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, the weed was really the only thing. That's why I smoke weed every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't no shit I do every day.
Right. I mean, you can't do that shit every day. You fucking.
I recommend it as an experience, but I wouldn't be on some goddamn like, nah, take this shit. I'm telling you, you might accomplish everything. Like, nah, not no shit like that.
Right on, bro.
Well, shit, are you working on anything right now?
Yeah, I'm actually working on an R&B project right now.
An R&B project?
R&B project.
Is this your first one, or?
It's the first one.
Okay.
Now, like I said, me trying to touch base with all genres and shit, I released one R&B song a while back, but that shit was catching fire like quick, and it wasn't no shit I had a plan for, because I was like, I'm doing so much of all this rapper shit and everything else. You know what I'm saying? When that whole drop, I was like, damn, I should have had like a whole plan with that. It was just me just dropping songs. I make a song, I'm dropping a song. I make a song, I'm dropping a song. And I put all that shit on YouTube. And then that one was just catching fire like real fast, and I ain't had a plan for it. So I was like, okay. First of all, I thought the shit was trash. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it was like, I thought it was good on the fact that, like, I was like, it sounded good for an R&B song. But then when I let everybody else hear it, they was like, bro, this shit is tough. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this shit again. And if I feel like that way about the own song that I just made, because like I said, I make a song, it gotta be 10 times better the next time. So it wasn't trash, but it was just like, I was like, I knew I can do way better. You know what I'm saying? And then that whole got caught fire, and then I was like, shit, let me go ahead and make a little project for it. So I've been working on it for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna see what's up with the R&B shit. But
do you have like a release date in mind?
I might let them have it the end of this year.
The end of this year?
The end of this year, maybe. Yeah.
Do you have anything that you're gonna release before?
Yeah, I got a couple couple projects I'm working with my team and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out 6200 Block Stars. You know what I'm saying? We got some shit coming out Blocktober. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
this
dope
year.
name. I like that.
Blocktober. Blocktober. That's some shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make big and you know what I'm saying, the Houston culture and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like O&B Bloodbath got the We All Eat Fest and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
You pulling up?
Nah, I ain't pull up. It's coming up.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
coming
coming
up.
next
Not
week.
next weekend, but
For sure,
the weekend
for
after.
sure. If you know what I'm saying, if I find out the dates and shit and working all out, yeah, I'm pulling up for shit show. Cause I went to a studio not too long ago, out there in Bonehouse Records and shit. Yeah, we was out there with Junebug and them. Shout out y'all, you know what I'm saying, Twin. You feel? You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with their whole movement and shit. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with her music and shit too.
Yeah, pull up, bro. We're gonna be doing media out there.
Shit, I'm there. In LA Swimwear. For shit show.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. And then you already got like an EP that you just put out and some
Crash.
music videos.
Yes, sir. Working on the visuals as we speak. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Tell them where they can find all that.
Everywhere. All platforms. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, SoundCloud, all that shit. Napster, all them other ones that people don't use, but it's on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can find me everywhere. Google.
Where's the best place to send them to you? Instagram, and they can find links over there?
Yeah, my Instagram was where most of my fan base can find me at, because that's where I'm mostly at everyday type shit. Like,
It's where you're most active.
yeah, that's where I'm mostly active. Like, Twitter and shit, I ain't really on there as I should be. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to do business or whatever the hell, you can hit me on my Instagram. I'm on that all day type shit.
Instagram. What's the Instagram handle?
Crash Dummy.
Crash
That's
Dummy.
Straight like that. No spaces, because you obviously can't put no spaces.
A V instead of an A.
Yeah,
And a
V
K instead of a C.
KRVSH. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Well, thank you for coming on
Shit show.
today.
Yes,
It
man.
was an
There you
honor,
go.
though.
We were already an hour into that. That flew by, bro.
I ain't even know. This Buffalo Trace, man.
Shout out to Buffalo
Oh,
Trace.
God. I thought that shit was 30 minutes.
Nah, we locked into it, bro. Hey, appreciate you tapping in, bro, for sure,
For
bro.
sure.
Hell yeah.
Hey, and then if y'all enjoyed this, y'all go check out this man's music. He got some hard ass visuals,
Hell
hard
yeah.
ass music. All that shit can be found on all platforms. And then if you enjoyed this video, enjoyed this interview, enjoyed this podcast, support us by liking this video. First of all, that's free. You can go ahead and like it. And
Yes,
then
sir.
you can follow us on all platforms, TestTubeTV. Appreciate
Peace.
you guys watching. Peace.
Yeah.
Yup. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Awesome
good.
right there, man. Definitely enjoy watching that.
I didn't realize we was already an hour in, bro.
No,
Hey,
hey,
that was like 25.
it was real smooth though. You know what I'm saying? Everything's